Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities, I think, that we've all found over the past couple of days, but the ones that I probably focus on more so with the businesses that I'm involved with. One is the band that I DJ and manage. I think is first and foremost. I've got a lot of video content which we've shot right throughout all of our gigs, but we haven't had someone to be able to put those together. So that's now going to be, I guess, my plan of attack to get it in the right format, to get it out.
Repurposing content, that you're taking what you're already doing. That's a really good one.
I think there's about 3 years of content there, so
yeah.
There's a lot to do. The next one is I work for an online moneybags.com.au, which is an online shop for investors. They have about 3,000 books, and that's been one of my struggles as a marketer for this company, is that there's no authors that actually then make video blogs or video to then put up on YouTube. So there's a massive opportunity there as well. Yeah,
calling them up and interviewing them as, that's brilliant. Because I mean, you say, I'm selling your books, I want to help you sell more books. That's a really good one.
There's a lot of them that aren't doing it, so that's the first one. Trading and property, I'm like a property investor and trading myself. That's another one that I could probably look at to review some of the other experts that are out there that aren't getting that information out. But I guess, taking, like you guys were saying, try and get as much content as you can, but then based on your objective, then tailor what type of content that would be, like whether it's, not outsourced, but whether you'd spend the money to actually get the content in a particular fashion, or just flip out your iPod and just capture it, or your iPhone and capture it.
Yeah. You just spawned another really good idea, which I heard at Evan Pagan's event. He was talking about the idea of, let's say that you're dealing with very high-end clients where the lifetime value might be a few $1,000s. How about you mail them a flip camera, which might cost you a couple of $100s, and you say, you can have the flip camera if you record me a testimonial and then post me back the memory stick. And that works really well with high-end clients. Obviously, it's not going to work if you're selling a $30 t-shirt, but it could work really well if you were a plastic surgeon. Who knows? That's just one off the top of my head, but that's a really good way to get testimonials. So.
Yeah, just getting more of the content, and then just put it out efficiently.
Cool. What do you got, Brent?
Yeah, there's a lot of information there. If I were to think of the thing that I would use most out of this weekend, it's probably the structures for scripting. It makes it so methodical, the story structure and the Q&A 10 by 10 questions and the interview questions that you've got there. If you just use them, there's no end of content that you could actually come up with. And I guess in our organisation, we've got someone that does content exceptionally well and is so clear and precise. Absolutely. And that's one of the things that is something that he's built up as a skill over a long period of time. But with the right systems, I think you're able to take that skill and distill it and get a very similar result without the 10 years of training and the doctorate of education.
You needed to go.
Could I just add to that? Another thing I'm doing with one of my clients now, it's a big architectural firm, is I'm getting them to do the kind of, I call them the studio sessions. You do like a 1-minute interview with the people who work in the organisation. So it's like that. There's a lot of IP in that. You've got these experts in whatever thing they do. You sit them down. You do the Apple-style interview off camera. They're looking off camera, and then you publish those. You put up one every week. Here's Brent on marketing. SEO marketing or keyword marketing or something like that. And again, you use your kind of existing collateral to reposition yourself as experts as well. And it's good if it's in an interview style, because then it's less salesy as well. It's just like, here's some fabulous information. Here's the cutting edge. For these guys, it's like the cutting edge in hospital design and architecture like that. And I did 15 interviews, and they'll all get posted, and they'll all just feed back into the company.
That's fantastic. I'm going to use that.
Please do.
There was another point that you made that you just touched on, and I wonder if it's okay.
Yeah, please.
The key point was leveraging your content when you've produced it and actually putting it out to the list. Because if you go back to that theory that If you've got a lot of page views, it's a lot easier to get that content ranked. And that content is increasing the size of your list. You know, this is a really nice machine that just
Perpetual
cycles
loop,
things
yeah.
up. You know, the more you put out that content, the more views you're going to get, the more people you're going to get signed up to your list, the more people are going to be there when you put out that next bit of content. So I thought that was, you know,
Yeah,
fantastic.
and it's reaching that critical mass. That's where you want to get to, where, and then you don't have to think about a lot of that SEO stuff that I talked about because it happens naturally. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's really good.